Morals and Precepts, Chapter 35. Adversity. Adversity and affliction, like the smith, shape as they strike. They stand as challengers on the pathway to truth and test the aspirants for godhood. Adversity measures the virtue of women and the manliness of men. As gold is tested by acid, so are men tried by adversity. As fire tempers metal, so are men molded by the blast of perverse fortune. Adversity and affliction are to be expected, for they are necessities for the training of man. Therefore be not bitter at the trials of life, or the chastisement of the one God. A father who omits to chastise his children is careless of their welfare. Behold the man, upon whom hardship and misfortune have never laid hand. He is soft as the unfired pot, like unseasoned timber. He bends under stress. Haratif spoke well when he said that adversity unveils greatness, while prosperity hides it. Calamity ever lurks at the heels of man. It dogs his footsteps wheresoever he turns. It strikes in the dark, like those who lay in wait for the wayfarer. It haunts the residences of prosperity and peace. The wise man is ever girt to meet it. In the halls of pleasure he carries a sword. Sorrow, suffering, and the afflictions which beset men are not sent willfully. They are necessities for existence, without which the slumbering soul could not awaken. They are needful for its development. Therefore is it not a vain hope and foolishness to expect miracles to protect you and prevent you from deriving the benefit of these experiences? Is it reasonable to expect exemption from the things you were born to experience? Therefore accept with good grace that which life bestows on you, for it conforms with the law. Is it not better to endure manfully the things which are unavoidable? The scales are never wholly unbalanced. A loss is recorded to adversity, and a gain is recorded to experience. Joy is taken from the body, and strength is added to the soul. To bear up well under the blows of adversity is not easy, but even more difficult is it to maintain balance under the wiles of prosperity. Men who are men do not degenerate under adversity, but in the soft arms of prosperity, many of these surrender their vigor and manhood. Who among mortal men can assess the nature of adversity? What greater calamity can befall man than death? Yet were greater vision bestowed upon him, it would be received as a man receives an inheritance. Adversity does far more good to men than harm. It is not least among the things that have raised them to greatness. Adversity operates according to the law. It is as the fire, which sets the pot or the hammer, which tempers metal. It divides the weak from the strong, and the worthy from the unworthy. It is the grindstone, which sharpens the sword of courage. It is the comb, which adds luster to the cloth of virtue. Man is the child of misfortune. Those who never knew calamity have gone. Earth does not unnecessarily oppress man, as the weaklings declare. Her role is to instruct and develop. And can this be done without chastisement? There is a time for instruction and a time for play. Earth provides both, and she is not unduly harsh. Life contains far more pleasure than pain, far more joy than sorrow. He who wants all play and no labor has no place on earth. Instruction is rarely wholly a pleasure, nor is learning inseparable from chastisement. Things change. Time moves ever onward. Nothing remains constant, for this is the law. Therefore bewail not your lot because of it. Were the burden too great for your shoulders, you would not be here. To criticize the law is futile and foolishness. Far better to harmonize yourself with it. Everything changes. The greater it is, the more liable to do so. If your nature is such that you cannot submit to the law, then you are among the most unfortunate of men, for you add needlessly unto your burden.